Professor Tomas, actually, I should say.
Professor.
Pura Vida.
Pura Vida, the best lifestyle possible.
Nice.
There you go.
Man, so I'm glad I finally got to sit down with you and do a podcast.
That's my honor to be here. So thank you.
You started training in Costa Rica, right?
Yeah, back in 2011.
2011. Wow.
Yeah,
So 13.
like 13 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, around.
Nice, man. How did you get involved with jiu-jitsu?
It's funny because I was home. I was watching TV. I used to be track and field,
Oh,
like sauna, but I used to do sprinting.
okay.
I got injured and I was on my couch just watching TV.
Yeah.
And one day I saw the fight of Frankie Edgar against Gray Maynard,
Mm.
and he double legged him and picked him up. And right there, I was like, I want to know how to do that. And like 3 days after,
Yeah.
I started training
Nice.
MMA Academy.
Wow. What school was it?
Oh, I don't think it,
What city were you from? Are you from?
Heredia.
Heredia.
Yeah,
Is
my
that
whole family is San Jose. but
San
I'm from
Jose?
Heredia.
Okay.
Like right next to each other,
Yeah. It's like a suburb
pretty much.
or a close by
It's,
city.
it's a whole city by itself.
Okay.
But yeah,
Cool.
they're not that big.
No, there's a lot of jiu-jitsu. It's grown a lot in Costa Rica these
Yeah.
last, because a lot of the surfing and a lot of Brazilians come and they stay there, right?
Yeah. No, there's a like the jiu-jitsu community has been growing
Mm.
like a lot lately, a lot in the last 5-6 years maybe. Because when I started training, like people wouldn't like really know what jiu-jitsu was, or like people would look at my ears and they thought that I was just ugly. But then in the past few years, like people started realizing why your ears look like that, what jiu-jitsu is. It got a little bit more mainstream, so to say.
A lot of people watch UFC and stuff too. It's a fight in like Latino,
Yeah,
Hispanic, like a fight country. Soccer and fighting, huh?
mostly soccer, but yeah,
Yeah.
fighting is a very close second.
Yeah.
There's a lot of boxing too.
Mhm.
It's good.
Yeah. Cool. How did you end up doing your first class? What'd you do? How did that happen?
Yeah, I had no idea about anything, so I just tried to find the closest gym to my house, and I remember vividly I walked in, and the owner at the time, his name was Sebastian,
Mm.
and he greeted me, and I saw like a couple of guys hitting like the bags and some jiu-jitsu, and I thought like this seems fun.
Legit.
This is something I want to do,
Mm.
and yeah, I asked today for information, and tomorrow I sign in, and I spent 3 years training in that academy until I moved to Athletic Advance,
Okay.
which is like where the Rasta, Professor Aranik,
Ironic, yeah.
The one
My
you fought.
last fight, yeah.
the one you fought, and which is crazy, Professor, right? I knew you before I knew you, because there's a picture in our academy. Well, back in the day, there was a picture. You walked into the stairs, right? Like on the stairs, you walk, and there's a picture of you and Rasta fighting.
Oh, no way.
And I looked at that for many years without knowing that one day I will be working for you
Wow.
and right here with you in the city.
Wow. Crazy, huh?
It's like a full circle. It's
Wow.
pretty cool.
Yeah, he was my last fight in the south of France and the pretty much the French Riviera. Crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wow. Cool.
2007. no?
2012, I think.
Oh, yeah. I'm good.
Yeah. Nice.
And no, it's the first academy. It was mainly like MMA based
Yeah.
oriented.
So the technique and stuff wasn't too
No, it wasn't too
technical.
deep. It wasn't too deep into either striking or jiu-jitsu or
Did
any
they train?
grappling.
Did they train with the gi?
No, I used my gi until 2015. So I trained like a couple years without ever
No gi.
having.
Gotcha.
gi on. Never.
Gotcha. Nice.
It was until I moved to my second academy that I used like gi for the first time, and
With
that's when I,
Antranik, Professor Antranik,
and that's
the
when I
guys.
fell in love. It's Esteban Arias and Javier Valenciano.
Amazing. Cool. And here we are in California.
It's mind blowing still.
See if you hear something on the. It's okay. The audio. All right. Okay, just keeps going in and out. All good.
Good.
Man, can you explain what Pura Vida means?
Oh, it's a little difficult to put into words, but mainly Pura Vida is how can I how can I phrase it? More than like just a phrase, it's like a lifestyle. It's the way people behave, the way people are, and it's funny because the word, the whole thing, Pura Vida, it can mean that it's very good. It can mean that it's very bad. It can mean that it's okay.
Mm.
It you can use it in a lot of instances, but mostly it's like being nice, being happy, being there.
Good vibes.
Good vibes, yeah, exactly.
Pura pure life.
Pure life, that's what it will
Yeah.
translate to.
Nice.
And for example, you're having a conversation with someone back home, and for every 4 words that you say, there might be either a mai or a pura vida in there.
Right. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
we
yeah.
say it a lot.
And the Costa Ricans, like the guys, ticos and ticas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tico. Very
Yeah,
tico.
and I fought too also in Costa Rica one time.
With
yeah.
Ludwin Salazar.
You know him? El Perro?
Pedro. Yeah. Oh, he is a staple.
Yeah, he's been fighting for a long time.
He's when I started, he was already like a well-established name.
Yeah. Where's he from?
Oh, I don't, well, he's from Costa Rica, but I
Or
don't know
where?
exactly where
Okay.
is he. I know that his school, if I'm not mistaken, it's in San Jose,
Okay.
somewhere in San Jose, but I couldn't like pinpoint it.
Okay. Cool, man. Cool.
Oh, but very humble dude.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tough guy. Very tough guy.
He likes to scrap. Like he likes it. He likes fighting.
We did it. We did that fight, and it was Pride and UFC rules. You know, so you could kick on the ground. You can
Like a soccer kick.
elbow. Yeah, you can soccer kick. You can elbow. You can knee in the head on the ground. Yeah, and there was no
Sometimes.
commission. You know, over there.
Fun times.
Yeah. Luckily, it worked out, right?
Yeah. You got a leg lock? What's it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, it's like when you guys were fighting, I was somewhere in Costa Rica, who knows doing what.
Yeah.
And again, like ending up here working for this amazing academy that you have built for us. It's
Yeah,
It's
crazy,
an honor.
huh? On the, how did you come? How did you end up coming to Los Angeles?
I originally came to visit my cousin, and during my vacation, my visit, I met Justine, my wife, and that was it. I never thought I was gonna live outside of Costa Rica.
Yeah.
One, and two, I never thought I didn't want to get married. I thought that I didn't like the married life,
Yeah.
and I met her, and Professor, everything just changed. I went back home
It's a big step, huh?
Oh.
Come moving to USA and
'cause
California.
It happened like in a week.
Really?
I mean, I went back home for 3 months
Mm.
to save up money to
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah.
And when I got here, I knocked on every single establishment, every single anything that could hire me, so I could stay and hopefully be able to have like a long relationship with her. And Elite, she was the only person in North Hollywood in Burbank area who
Really?
gave me an interview. And because of her is that I was able to stay and get married and have my family here. So, but in that span of 2 weeks, I went from living home with my parents and just doing jiu-jitsu, doing my thing, to like now I'm a married man that I have to find a job in this city that I don't know, in this country that
Different language, everything.
everything
Yeah.
is different.
I remember when she first she told me about you that somebody came in from Costa Rica that does jiu-jitsu.
It was so funny
It was a good thing you said that, you know.
because
It's like, oh really? I'm curious where at, you know, in Costa Rica, because I know so
Remote
many
places.
people, you know. And then yeah, he's like, I liked him. He was very respectful, and then she told me jiu-jitsu. That was cool.
I remember I walked into the cafe and she introduced herself. I'm Edith. I'm like, Thomas. Nice to meet you. And she just followed me. So we walked to the back to the taxi room,
Mm.
and I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. They have like a gym here.
Mhm.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And then we turned left to go to the office, and I saw a noon class that was going on. And I don't know what face I had. Maybe like she was like, you like jiu-jitsu, right? I'm like, I love it. She's like, yeah, I could see your ears. And then we started talking, and she told me like if I get hired, I could train here.
Nice.
So it was like when I came here, I had no idea that the academy was here.
Yeah.
It was only for the cafe.
Yeah.
It was like
So you got
meant to be.
tapped into the community already. So like you wouldn't miss home so much.
Professor, not being able to do jiu-jitsu at that time, especially that I was training a lot,
Yeah.
would have been not great. Either physically, mentally. Well, you know how this works,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Friends and everything too, right? It's a
Everything.
different thing.
Yeah, there are things that are worth it, you know, to leave quote unquote like everything behind. So yeah, I had to leave like all my friends back home, all my family, my cat.
Your
The
cat.
most important thing, my cat. And but it was 100% worth it. If I could do it again, I would.
Awesome, man. Congratulations on your black belt.
Thank
Pretty
you.
cool. Trying to sit down with all you guys and just talk about life and you guys acknowledge, your hard work and stuff.
I like a couple days ago,
Mm.
I was walking and I saw my reflection on the at the door,
Yeah.
and I was just staring there, looking on my hand holding my belt, and seeing that it's a black belt, and it's still like it doesn't
Surreal.
process. It doesn't make sense. Still, it's crazy. Like I'm very grateful. Don't get me wrong, and it's been a long time, and I've put on a lot of training to
Yeah.
it, but it's still mind blowing. It's crazy. I still remember myself as a white belt, seeing everything as new and every movement, and rolling with a blue belt and getting destroyed, and then seeing someone like you on top of that giving me my black belt is
Yeah. Crazy, huh? Yeah. 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 Costa Rica, then coming here, and then how did you start? How is it? You were working at the cafe, and then you started working at the gym.
yeah. It was
Eventually, you ended up on this side.
yeah. I'm glad honestly because at the beginning anything any job that I could have got I would have taken it because that would
Yeah.
have helped me to stay.
Right.
But the job itself at the cafe, I liked. I don't know if you see, but when I go to the cafe, like I give them
Yeah. Yeah.
hugs and
Yeah.
everything because
Yeah.
I'm still friends with
Yeah. Yeah.
the workers there. But I don't know if there's a difference in culture or what it is, but sometimes people when they're like very rude, like it threw me off.
Mm. Like
And
customers and stuff, right?
yeah, no, everyone that
Oh,
works here is
everybody.
amazing.
Yeah. The cat here at Legacy.
Yeah, Legacy, everyone's amazing. At the cafe, I've never had issues with anyone. Everyone's been great till today. But sometimes I can't. It's difficult for me to deal with people that are being rude to me for no reason at all.
Gotcha.
So I allow that to also get into my head, and I was in a good spot,
Mm.
so to say. So that day that I well quit slash got fired,
Mm.
well mostly got fired. When I was getting out of the office, I remember you telling me that don't stop training here. Like
Yeah.
you're part of the family.
Yeah.
You
No,
know.
you already invested. You were connected with everybody on this side, right?
Yeah, with everyone.
No, but you were there for a long time at the cafe.
Like
Yeah.
2 years and a half,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
almost.
Yeah. In those early days, it was like less like people. The turnover was faster, but now they have a tight ship and like pretty organized. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No,
So
but
people
like
are staying longer.
I started at the very end of 2019, right before
Pandemic.
the pandemic,
Wow.
and I
Oh
got
wow.
my brown belt. I got it working at the cafe still.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, there we go. It was meant to be.
And I remember getting out of the office, and you offering me if I was interested in teaching with the kids program, and that felt like what else can I ask in life? You know, like
Yeah.
Like my wife's healthy, our cat's healthy, and being offered my dream job. There's nothing else but to say yes.
Awesome. How's it been?
I wouldn't change it for the world, Professor.
What do you enjoy about it?
It's really interesting. Is I really like to see when either kids or adults, when someone comes from not knowing anything, and you slowly but surely start witnessing how they start like connecting their moves. They start understanding how to defend certain positions, how to get out, and all of a sudden they are the aggressors on the roles. And now you see them like, for example, seeing like a Bono, a Titus, Gore, all those kids, seeing them compete almost every other weekend and doing things that I learned only when I was a purple belt, maybe,
Yeah.
and they're 8, 9. So seeing that and being able to be a positive part of their life, and on top of that, connecting with their parents, which is like you were saying, it's a great community. Nobody's trying to like backstab each other or pay attention to my kid, or no, everyone understands what the main goal is, which is to make them the best they can at the same time that they're having as much fun as possible. So it's lovely, and there's something about teaching that I like. I remember being a teenager, and when I was on like being on talks of something, and I would always admire the person that was giving out like the test or the person that was guiding the group. I don't know why, but it's just a thing. And back home, I had a friend. Well, I have a friend, still friends. His name is Andre Barquero. He's in the UFC Performance Institute now.
Okay.
He's the first generation that they're doing in
Oh,
Mexico.
nice, nice,
He's amazing. Shout out to Andre. Great.
nice.
And no, he's an amazing fighter. He's gonna be in the UFC. You'll see. You'll see. And I was at the academy, and he offered me if I could help him to be like the uke for a jiu-jitsu kids class, and that's how it started. That's the first opportunity I ever had to teaching jiu-jitsu, and I really, really, really liked it, and I felt very comfortable doing so. And people told me that I was decent or good enough to tell them what I was trying to teach properly, like focusing on the proper details of the
Yeah.
technique. So I really, really focused on it. I wanted to dedicate myself to jiu-jitsu. I didn't know how, but in one way, either with the marketing side of it, or like fighting, or like teaching, or an academy, or but something jiu-jitsu related. And here we are,
There you are,
so many years later,
California, USA.
in California, from all places.
Yeah. Did you ever? Was it the first time you came to the U.S. to California?
To California was my second time.
Okay.
My first time was when I came to visit my cousin,
Uh,
and the second time is when I came back to stay.
but that was here in California both
Yeah.
times. Okay.
It was like it's like an hour from here,
Okay.
called La Puente.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Nice, man. Nice. And man, just to change subjects, like you have a different. Not a cat. Was expecting a cat shirt today, but
A slow ride. Well, we have a slots back home too. A lot of them.
you have a slot shirt. People listening to the audio, right?
Yeah.
Riding a lowrider bike. You're always like, even your Instagram is like, I send you some funny cat videos sometimes, right?
Oh, Professor. I mean, I don't think it would surprise you, but it might surprise you the amount of cats that I get sent daily. I get 20, 30 messages daily.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Of cat memes.
In your black belt speech, you're like, what'd you say about cats at the end?
If you're trying to find happiness in life, just get a cat. And that's it. That's the way it works.
What do you love about cats?
I love the personality that they have. I really like almost the consensual relationship with them. That I am not his owner. I'm not the boss at all. I don't know if you can see right now that I have like a scratch on my face.
Yeah.
Because at 6 a.m. yesterday, my cat decided to just fall on my face and scratch me. unapologetic. He doesn't care, and there's nothing I can do because he's so cute. So, I have to deal with it. But I like that like consensual relationship in which if he wants me to pet him, he will let me know. If he doesn't want me to pet him, he will let me know. And people think that they're like mean animals, but you just have to like give some time to the cat to like warm up to you, understand the body language of the cat,
Yeah.
and slowly but surely they become very very attached.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I wake up every day with Jasper, one of our cats, the orange one, and he's resting on my chest.
Yeah.
I wake up with his fur on my face every day. That's why I wake up happy. Yeah.
When I was gonna ask you, why not a dog? Why not dogs?
Next question. No, I like dogs. I have nothing against dogs. In fact, I like dogs a
Nothing
lot.
against dogs.
Nothing against dogs. I like dogs. They're pretty cool. I like them. But another thing that I like about the cat is that they're like very mellow, very relaxed.
Yeah.
Like
Chill.
like me, like I like to be very doing my own thing, like the shirt, like a slow rider.
Until you point a little laser or get them riled up about something.
When they start going, they don't stop. They do not stop. And that's the thing. Dogs, they require a little bit more of like attention and going for walks and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stay with my cats.
That's cool. That's cool. And what did you used to do in Costa Rica back in the day? Or
Oof.
before before you came and stuff.
Before jiu-jitsu and all that.
Yeah.
Well, I came here. I was 26, so before that, yeah, I did mostly just did jiu-jitsu. The last from like 2018, no, so like 2016 to like 2019. I
Okay.
did nothing but jiu-jitsu
Nice.
because I'm well, I have a pilot's license to fly planes,
Oh, okay.
believe it or not.
Cool. Nice.
And when I was about to finish that is when I got my blue belt,
Okay.
and that's when I was like, this is for real what I really want to do. Like flying planes is fun and all, but I don't want to dedicate myself to that. And I still remember I told my dad after he paid like 95 or so percent of the career, and I told him like, Dad, like listen, like I really don't want to be a pilot anymore. I think that this jiu-jitsu thing that I'm doing right now is something that I really really enjoy, and this is what I want to do in life. And I'm blessed that I have parents that are incredibly supportive,
Nice.
because what my dad told me, and I was like crying
Wow.
because I felt like very like guilty,
Yeah, it's
'cause I
a
made
tough
him, like-
it's a tough talk, right? To have with
Yeah.
your parents.
and it didn't came out like the right way. So, and he told me that money comes and goes, but your happiness is what matters to me.
Wow.
So he said that if jiu-jitsu is what I really wanted to do, as long as I train and really try it, like he would support me.
Wow.
Yeah. My mom, she also supports me, but she doesn't like the fighting aspect of it. But yeah, I'm
Wow.
blessed in life.
That's big. It's big. Congrats. That's amazing.
Thank you. They gave me the opportunity to dedicate myself to it, and a lot of people didn't. Well, not a lot of people, like some people that you get to know, they don't like the idea that you don't necessarily have a like an office job or something, and that you're on your 20s, you should be grinding or something. And I was just doing my jiu-jitsu, and I knew that one day somehow
You can be happy, right?
you, we don't know how long we have here, Professor.
You can be grinding, you can be grinding
Happily,
happily
yeah.
grinding, or you can just be happy. Period.
Oh,
Doing what you
I-
like to do.
At one point with Julian,
Mm.
my friend that came to visit,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Juli,
Shout
he,
out.
shout out to Juli. Him and like a group of like 5 guys, we used to train like almost 3 times a day at some point. We were like blue belts, purple belts. We're all day, every single day at the academy. It was a different time too.
Yeah.
A little younger, no less responsibilities than I have today.
Yeah. Nice.
But I
Nice.
wouldn't change it again. Everything that led to me being here, it was 100% worth it.
Yeah, nice.
Everything.
And you started teaching adult classes too in Glendale, right? Legacy
Yeah.
Glendale.
Um, Almost like a year ago now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, around, right?
I think so. Yeah.
The grand opening.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, when Anthony offered me those classes, I remember I was just like, I mean, yes, of course,
Mm-hmm.
but like, wow, like it's getting there, like it's happening. Like, who would have thought that I was gonna be able to just go to another country, marry the woman I love, and dedicate myself to a sport that I'm passionate about,
Mm-hmm.
and that's helping us pay my share of the bills and connecting with great people. It's it's just crazy. It seems like a
Living the
movie.
dream.
It's like a movie, The American Dream. It
Mhm.
seems. 'Cause-
Awesome, man.
and no, Anthony's been great. Glendale is amazing. I
Nice,
love
man.
it.
Nice, nice. What advice do you have for you've been teaching kids now for a few years, you know?
Mhm.
So what advice do you have for parents and kids for success, for their kids' success?
Okay, very important in my opinion
Mm-hmm.
to understand that this is not your kid's job. This is just a sport and something that is, yes, incredibly beneficial for your kid. The physical development, mental development, emotional discipline. It's amazing. But also, it's a place for them to have fun, to grow as a person, to learn the ups and downs
Mm-hmm.
of the game. So, my advice to parents will be to, yes, push your kid, try them to compete and to be the best they can be,
Mm-hmm.
but celebrate their steps. Don't get frustrated if they don't win the competition. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's just a $14 medal. You know, it's irrelevant. What matters is the knowledge and the friendships and how your son, your daughter is feeling, the people that they have around. In my opinion,
That's
that's
it.
what matters,
That's it. That's it. That's everything.
not the
Being happy,
trophies.
right? Going back to happiness.
Happiness,
Healthy young people turn into happy young
adults.
adults. Yeah,
They're
and
gonna
then
take
adults.
hopefully good decisions in their lives, and they're gonna
Yeah,
stay happy because they're gonna be disciplined.
right.
It's yeah, just and try your best.
That's it. That's it.
Every class, try your best. And if there's dads that are not training or moms, you should. It's good. It's fun.
You learn also, right?
You
What
learn,
it's about.
Professor, with all seriousness. And I went to like a good school back home.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned more about life and the body and anatomy and how things work by doing jiu-jitsu than I ever did at school. Like I know uh, muscle groups,
Mm-hmm.
names, and how they work and how they don't work or how to break stuff purely because of jiu-jitsu. You learn so much. You never know from who.
Yeah, I know. All these courses I've been doing from stretching and all the anatomy and all. You get the touch and the feeling and the understanding from doing jujitsu, right? Day in and day out.
Exactly. Like
Like a
your
deep
body
knowledge.
creates it.
Yeah, you know, you feel, you have your intuition, right?
Like the muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
Like I always say, tell the kids, you have to practice stuff until it becomes a muscle memory. When someone's gonna shoot for a triangle, instead of just staying there and collapsing,
Yeah.
even before you think of defending, you're already posturing up, getting away from it. So yeah, just creating that muscle memory.
Nice. Yeah, that's it. That's it. What do you love about legacy?
The community, the the quality of people, because sometimes some gyms have that idea of if you're not the best, you're nothing. If you're not winning, get out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And here, they're really good people, great, and on top of that, they're great jiu-jitsu practitioners as well. Because I don't care if you have a 10 stripe black belt if you're gonna be disrespectful, if you're not gonna be a humble person, if you're gonna talk back to the new student or whoever. I will respect much more the brand new white belt that is a respectful person, that is humble, that is willing to learn, willing to help in the academy. So I really, really like that from Legacy, that it the whole academy tries to keep like that kind of people away,
Mm.
like bad seats.
Mm-hmm.
People they don't last here. That's what I like.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great community, and I've had so many help in so many instances that things have gone south for
You've had
whatever
so much
reason.
help. Uh-huh.
Again, Professor, from you, from your family, your whole family. I've had people here that are doctors that have helped me with X-rays. Xavier with the car accident. It's everyone
Yeah.
here is
Yeah.
willing to help, and nobody's asking for anything. They approach me offering
Wanted
help.
to help. Yeah.
It's that's why
Real
I'm here.
community, family.
Exactly, exactly. It's just it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be able to be part of it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's great.
So you started teaching adult classes in Glendale. And what advice do you have? You know, because you've gone through it yourself now for how many? 13 years.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for like a white belt starting out?
One advice would be to relax. Don't take it too serious. You are most likely not gonna win those roles yet. So enjoy the ride. Have fun. Go train. Tap as many times as you can. Because fortunately for us, jiu-jitsu is a sport that encourages you to
Mhm.
fail.
Mhm.
The more I fail, the more I have to tap, the more I know. Okay, now I know. Instead of going left, I have to go right. So instead of going
Yeah.
down, I have to go up. So just relax and enjoy the moment, because one day you're gonna open your eyes and you're a black belt and everything just happen. So enjoy that moment of learning, when everything's new, when everything's exciting. Enjoy it. Don't think that you're far behind other people. Don't compare
Compare
yourself,
yourself. Yeah.
because this other guy that, let's say, beats you in training, he's training 6 days a week, 2 times per day, and maybe you have your 9 to 5. You can train only at night, so it's like a different rhythm. So come here, have fun, be part of the team. Not only roll hard and then leave. Like, come train, be part of the community, get to know your teammates, be part of the community. Have fun.
That's
Enjoy
it. Yeah. Nice.
That's the
Nice.
way I see it.
Yeah. What are some things looking back at your journey that you would have maybe done different starting out?
Uh, Taking it too serious, thinking I was training to fight Max Holloway. No, like, I got,
Man, how about that fight, huh?
wow,
Man,
that knockout.
wow.
The last second.
That goes into the history books forever.
The first one
Like
to crack me like
BMF
that.
for the BMF belt, and he's like, it's already a crazy good fight, and then last 10 seconds, let's go.
Like that thing that they do like this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
Not just once, but again, you know.
last possible second.
Yeah.
We were here watching
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
fight.
Last second,
I
yeah.
remember everyone at the tackle room just like, what just happened? What just happened?
Yeah.
So yeah, I got a lot of injuries by not taking care of my body properly. That's something I would have done different. Being more careful, reading my body, knowing when to maybe take a little break.
Rest more.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm still young.
Not rest more, but like be more listening to your body more.
Yes, being more aware, more present
More
of
aware,
what's
yeah.
happening. Because I'm younger still. I'm 31, but yeah, like my back is like 40 right now, and my legs are like 80. But no, it all works. Still fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's something I would have changed. A little bit of more like taking care of my body.
What could you have done better besides that? Like you said, like
Could have
things
done
was-
better.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know, people like you know, oh, I wish I would have started earlier. I wish I would have done
Oof.
this.
If I would have started early, that would have been amazing. But the thing is that back home, I never knew.
Yeah, but you can't compare, right? You can't compare.
Exactly.
Yeah. So everybody's on their own journey. But what are some things that like you would have
More discipline
more discipline
at the beginning.
at the beginning?
There was a moment when I was training in athletic advance, and Javier Valenciano, the one of our black belts, the owner, he invited me to like a competition group,
Mm.
and originally was just to help the team with sprints
Yeah.
because they knew I used to be a sprinter. But then they saw that I really liked training and I was there every single day. And after my parents gave me the opportunity to be there, I was there from 10 a.m. to like 8 p.m. almost every day.
Wow.
And at one point, I was very disciplined. We were training a lot,
Mhm.
a lot. But at the beginning, it I was training maybe once every week because I also had a job, and I was training. Yeah, like sometimes like a couple weeks without training, and
So you would
yeah,
train, but then you wouldn't be training like every weekend and week out, and so you
no,
felt like you would have done that different.
yeah, I would have liked that, and I would have liked to be in the second academy that I started
Right
at
away.
right away because I feel that
Oh.
the people, I feel that everything that I liked about athletic advance wasn't on the first academy. Like like my professors told me, like we don't want you to just be here training, 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 and then pack your things and leave.
Right.
Like we're a community. If you're here, be nice to people,
Yeah.
be respectful, be helpful. So yeah, that's something definitely, definitely would have tried to change if I could.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I met so many cool people that I'm friends with still
At
today
your other gym?
at the original gym.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, a lot of people. Malibu, a friend of ours, unfortunately passed away a couple years ago.
Sorry.
He ended up being the owner the last time I realized about the academy. Yeah, but no, it was a good place. Just a little not as focused, and I only knew how to do kimuras and triangles. And I realized that I was locking my triangles the wrong way until I moved to the other academy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nobody corrected you.
No, but that goes to speak. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah.
not I mean not to like talk back.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. No, I think it's important, right? To when you new people coming in, like, what do you think? What should I do? And I was like, man, like everybody's different, right? So going to the gym, like, make sure it's a good lineage, good school. Um, Ask somebody that's experienced,
Yeah,
right? Right? That has
someone that knows what they're talking about.
yeah. Ask them for advice if you know somebody, and then go to the gym yourself and feel the vibe, feel how you feel at the place.
The moment you walked, again, you have multiple gyms. You're a very established personality, right, in jiu-jitsu, and still, I've seen you, Professor. People walk in the academy their very first day, and even if you're in the class, you stop and you walk to this person and you greet them. That is worth everything because now this person is gonna feel welcome. It's gonna. A lot of people get like afraid to think that if you come here, it's like you get into bar fights every
Right,
training
right, right.
session.
People think that, yeah.
Yeah,
It's like a UFC or something.
exactly. But no, it's if you wanna go, we can go. But mostly, it's just very friendly, very chill
Yeah,
to a
yeah,
certain extent.
yeah. It's interesting you say that, right? Just because I really care and I really love this, I really believe in this, and so if somebody
Exactly.
takes their time to come in, I wanna make them feel,
Introduce them to
yeah,
the
yeah,
family to make the
yeah,
family bigger.
yeah, yeah. That's it.
It's
I wanna,
important to not see the people like just a dollar sign walking to
for
the door
sure, for sure.
because then that's where you're gonna receive money and that's it, not
Yeah,
the essence of the person.
yeah, and the community, build the family, and yeah, have it be
Exactly.
part of their lives. Like people bring in their kids now, right?
Tiny cranes, they're parents that have their kids
Black
training
belts,
for
right? Yeah,
5 years. They
yeah,
have a newborn,
yeah,
and as soon as they turn 3,
yeah,
they sign them up.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like Isabella,
Uh huh.
like her little sister, she
Yeah,
just started
yeah,
training.
yeah.
She's like 3 years old. It's lovely.
Beautiful. It's the
Lovely.
biggest. I keep going. I keep saying that, but it's like the biggest compliment I think we can get. You know, I think we can get is them bringing their kids in when
The
is
trust
yeah, yeah,
that
they
they
know.
trust us
They trust.
is
That's the biggest
that's
trust, right?
another
That's the
thing
biggest trust.
because it's
You
your
to be,
kid.
yeah,
It's the
And
most
we treat them like
important thing.
our kids, right? We treat them.
Oh, people ask me if I want to have kids, and I don't. Me and my wife, we don't want to have kids.
Uh-huh.
But I tell them I have 190 kids, man.
Yeah.
I love all of them.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. It's beautiful. That's it. That's it. That's it. Tournaments. We went to the Jiu-Jitsu World League, and I remember there was it UCLA when you were on the big screen?
Ah, yeah.
They, they choose like one match and you're the match that they chose.
Yeah, from all
When
of
you're
them.
brown belt, yeah. So how do you like competing? What's that journey been like for you?
Oh, it's fun. Like,
And why should somebody compete? We have the in-house tournament coming up, right? This
sign up.
weekend.
It's fun. It is. I understand that it's scary, and I am not the person with the most competitions ever at all. But even though I understand it's scary and everything, but at the end of the day, that's what makes you brave.
Right,
If you're
right.
not afraid of doing something and you do it,
Having the courage, yeah, and facing it.
but and then the fulfillment that you feel at the end, that win or lose, but you did it. Like
Yeah. Doing something hard, right? Facing it.
it's good for you. Facing adversity is good. Staying too much on your comfort zone
Mm.
is not great, because I don't know if fortunately or unfortunately, at some point I was also in a very comfortable zone. And
Comfortable
comfortable zone, yeah, like a comfort
zone. You were in the comfort zone. Got it.
in my life at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see, looking back, how that's not great for you. You always have to try to find something new, do something, because then
To
you start
challenge
being
yourself.
lazy. You
Right.
start conforming yourself with whatever happens. It is
Yeah.
what it is. So now competition is good. It makes you better,
Yeah.
because it now is a real life scenario.
Mhm.
It's not your training partner that you know he likes half guard. You know how to pass it. It's someone that you most likely don't know,
Mhm.
and they're trying to rip your head off. And you're trying to do the same thing in front of your friends, your family, your professors.
Yeah. Yeah.
No
The
pressure.
team. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's fun. It's fun. Try it. It's fun. Nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Except growth, right? Personal growth.
Exactly. You either or you win or you learn.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you learn too when you win.
Both.
Right?
Both can be true.
Yeah. Gi or no gi?
Oof. A gi. I'm
Yeah.
a gi person.
Okay.
I have more fun. But no gi is like faster, more dynamic, in a sense. So I really like that too. I don't know. I enjoy grappling.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. When you first started, it was like an MMA gym, right? So they did
Yeah.
some striking as well, right?
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, I learned my first steps in martial arts was like straight up into MMA without knowing anything of anything. I only knew how to run fast, and that was it. So it was like a long period to get adjusted. And like I was telling you, like luckily my life was always very like normal.
Yeah.
Like I have loving parents and everything. I was never like punched, and all of a sudden I was getting punched every day in the face. So it took me like a while to get used to, but it was fun. It was thrilling. It was difficult, and I wanted to be able to learn how to do everything that these people were doing. Something
Yeah.
as simple as a jab cross into a double leg shot. Something as simple as that. It was mind blowing to
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah. How's the kids jiu-jitsu scene in Costa Rica?
So when
Because
I
in Brazil, it's kind of growing, but for a long time it was
oh, really
yeah, because back in the day it was like in the 90s and 2000s, it was like kind of connected with like guys would learn jiu-jitsu and street fights and stuff, so I had like a
Oh.
bad non respect kind
there
of.
was a time in which the cauliflower ears,
Right,
it
right,
was like a
right.
bad thing to have.
Right, because I think it was because there's so many Brazilians, right, that would go to Costa Rica to surf and stuff, so I was just curious on that. Now it's different, now it's different.
yeah.
Like Kira Gracie's doing great work in Rio, and just doing, it's professional now, and you can trust to take your kids in, right,
Yeah, no,
to learn things the right way. And
my professors back home, they tell me that in Costa Rica in the early 2000s,
yeah,
late 90s,
yeah,
you couldn't even see someone from another academy because you had to fight them.
right,
It was
right.
a completely different.
Yeah,
No, nowadays, like we were talking earlier, like it allows, it gives the parents like this place that they can bring their kids and they're gonna be safe. I always tell them, yes, jiu-jitsu is very fun. Yes, jiu-jitsu is my favorite sport. It's the best thing, but also it's a martial art. You can get hurt, or you can hurt someone.
Right.
So you have to take it serious. You have to be careful.
Right.
And knowing that the parents are still willing to trust their kids to us,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah. A little bit better trust, right? That you can win somebody.
Sometimes I don't even let people pet my cat, let alone bring my kid to school.
Right.
So them doing that, it means the world.
Yeah.
Means
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah. One of our our core values, or one of our main things here, right, is like safety, taking care of our students, right?
At all times.
From little kids to adults to we have Savage who's almost 80, right? But having a good
goes
place,
at it.
right?
He goes out of here. He's clubbed me a couple of times. Man,
We already know. Just let him do his thing.
go for it, Professor. Have fun.
Yeah. But we take care of each other, right? We train
Always.
hard, and but we have a place where you can train hard, but you also do safety, right? Is a
Yeah.
is a big thing, right?
And we teach that for the kids from the very beginning, like day
Right.
one.
Right.
This is not a playground. We're not here to play patty cake. Have fun and everything goes, but when it's time to practice, practice. When it's time to be in line, quiet, paying attention, it's time to be quiet. Can you do that? Yes. Okay. No. Okay. I'm gonna see you do that.
Yeah.
Simple. And they learn. Kids are like a sponge.
Mhm.
They learn quickly. They're so good.
Yeah.
Like Bono, he knows with good technique how to transition from a straight ankle lock to a heel hook into an Eber with proper technique, not letting go and catching again. No,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Arm bars in competition, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
9-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah. The
It's
new
crazy.
generation, the next generation. It's not even the new yet. It's the next generation.
Because the new generation is
The next generation is like maybe his brother, his older brother, you know? 'Cause he's like
Nico.
12, 13.
Nico and
The
Dresden.
serenades, like, you know, that age, 14, 15, you know?
They're like
The next one.
current.
Yeah, the next one coming up, you
Yeah.
know?
Like,
Yeah.
like Ty Rutol and those guys, that like 22, 24 years old. That's like the newer.
Yeah, it's the new generation.
The one dressed
The
in
Taina and the Rutelli brothers, yeah, they're the next ones.
setting his age. It's like the one that is gonna replace them.
Mm-hmm.
And then comes like this Sandy, Alexa, or all these kids. Amazing.
Yeah,
I can't wait to roll with them when
yeah.
they get to be 15. When they get to be like this size, it's game over for all of us.
I always tell we had a kid in New Mexico. He's gonna come out here. He hasn't gotten his black belt yet, but he was like a 4-time state high school wrestling champion in New Mexico, and also like a couple-time world champion IBJF, you know, blue belt and stuff.
And stuff.
Yeah, and he's like really, really good. And I remember telling him like, hey, when you're bigger, you know, because he was still like a kid, you know, 14, 15 at the time, he's like, you could be nice to me, right? You know?
Respect your
like
elders.
joking, you know, with him. But he's like, of course, like you said, it's so nice, you know.
But like, and also their bodies are growing into jujitsu.
yeah.
So they're
yeah.
growing strong.
Yeah. It's different
It's
different
different
thing.
human,
Different
almost.
human.
It's almost like a different human.
Even the current generation, like they kind of grew up with technologies and learned faster with, you know, the YouTubes and everything else. But man, I just feel like things are just moving faster and faster. Learning is getting faster and faster, right?
Like the twinges.
Yeah.
Man, on the warm-ups, we get them to do cartwheels sometimes.
Yeah.
And they do that thing that they put their hands on their backs and they
Uh-huh.
do like a cartwheel with no hands.
Yeah.
And they put their legs behind their heads.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
man, They're martial artists. They are
Yeah.
complete martial artists,
for
and
sure.
they're like 8 or 9 years
Yeah.
old. It all evolves so quickly.
Doesn't hurt to have a dad, right? That was the
I mean, if
Teenage
your dad's
Ninja Turtle, and
if you're that Stephen Ho, yeah, that helps a lot.
no, but it's amazing. A super dad and
Oh,
amazing family, amazing kids.
I have a lot of admiration for him because in him I see my dad as well. That support, that anything that happens, he's gonna be behind those kids. It reminds me of my dad. So I have nothing but respect for Steven. And on top of being the way, like an amazing martial artist,
Yeah.
like I've seen you see him work with like LeBron and all those famous
Yeah.
people. He's like a high profile person.
Yeah. Yeah. LeBron
And
James.
every time he walks in, humble,
Yeah.
helpful. How are you?
How
Give
can I
you your
help you?
hand.
Yeah.
It's
Supporting everybody.
great
Yeah.
person to have around, and
Yeah.
he's funny.
He's funny.
And
Yeah.
he's very funny, and you can see it in the kids. You can see how their kids, they walk, they say hi properly, they look at you in the eyes, they're respectful. That's
That's it.
great all around. Great family.
That's everything, right? Yeah. That's it.
Great family. Yeah.
What's next for you, Professor Tomas?
Oh, I don't know. I like this wasn't part of the plan. The way I see life is that I try to be as happy as possible and do the things that I love. I learned this from my dad. Do what you love, and the universe is going to provide. I came here because I loved Justine and I
Yeah.
wanted to be with her,
Yeah.
and it paid out. I'm able to make a living teaching the sport that I'm passionate about. So whatever's next in life, welcome.
Well said. Well said. That deep. That's very deep, and yeah, that's what. That's it. That's it.
Just
Beautiful.
enjoy the moment, because
That's it.
now, if I call my wife, she's gonna answer. If I call my parents, they're gonna answer. Everything that matters is here. Everything that really matters is fine. Everything else, money, car, house, material stuff, you can lose it and you bring it back. But the things that really, really matter right now, they're all there. So life's good.
Love it. Love it. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you
How
for having
can people find you?
me. Oh, Tommy the Cat, Instagram. Named by Javier Valenciano as well. Tommy the Cat _ on Instagram.
Nice. Or kids classes here in Burbank, or adult
Every
day
day.
classes noon, right? You do 11.
I do 11 at Glendale every day, but Tuesday. You're welcome, obviously. And in Burbank, I'm always from 3:30 to like 7
Amazing.
every day.
Thank you, brother, for all you do.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you.
Os.